Well, hello, pre-calculus students and seekers of truth. Let us solve this problem here, which isn't really asking us for a exact answer, a numerical answer, but rather a function. So we've been talking about functions a lot in this chapter in this section right here. So this is just some practice for us to write and graph functions. To join a local gym, there is a one-time cost of $100 and a monthly cost of $50. Let X represent the number of months a person has been a member, and f of x represent the total amount of money in dollars paid to the gym. Draw the graph of f of x. All right, well, before I draw the graph of f of x, let's just draw out some table values here. So x is how many months we've been a person has been a member of the gym. And then f of x is the total amount of money that they paid to the gym. Right? And based on the information that we have, let's say that you just joined the gym. You haven't even been there for a full month yet. It's just to join the gym is going to cost you $100. If you've been there 1 month, then you have paid $50 as your monthly cost plus the original $100. So you've paid them $150. If you've been there for 2 months, it's $150 plus another 50, so 200. If you've been there for 3 months, what you've paid so far plus another 50, so $250. And so we can see here that from the beginning we start out here and at 100, and every month we're just increasing by 50, right? Just adding 50 for every single month that a person is a member of the gym. Right? So with this in mind, we can now start to graph. And remember that when we are graphing, it is very important that you label your axes and you label all of the pertinent information, axes and the scale. So let me get my axis there. We don't need, we really don't need a, what's going on here? Yeah, we really don't need the negative side of this just because we're talking about money, at least money that you're paying to a gym, so it's always going to be positive, right? You're never going to have to worry about paying negative amounts of money. And so let's get back to this. Let's see. So I'm going to make my scale here. I'm going to increase just because I have some space here. This is 1 month. This is 2 months. This is 3 months. And so on. So this is months here on this axis. And then this is the dollars, the total amount of dollars that you paid. And I'm going to go by, let's say 50. So this would be $50. This would be 100. This would be 150. This would be 200. This would be 250, and so on. Now, once I have my scale here, I don't have to label all of these necessarily. I can just make continuing tick marks here. So if you look at this and you count 5 of them, you know that is 250. Okay, so for the first month here, if you've been there 0 months, right? If you haven't even been a member of the gym for having used the gym just to join, it's going to cost you $100. If you've been there for 1 month, it's going to cost you $150. 2 months, it's going to cost you $200, and 3 months, it's going to cost you $250. So from this, we can make a bit of a deduction that this is going to be a linear function. It's just going to be a straight line that goes from this point here through all of those dots right there. So that's going to be the graph of f of x. Now, so that answers part A. So now let's think about writing the equation for f of x. Well, that shouldn't be too difficult. It's a linear equation, and you can see that it's increasing by 50 at a time per number of months. So it's going to be 50x plus 100, which is the original amount that you paid to join the gym. Another way that we can think about this is remember that this is the slope, right, of the function, and this is the y-intercept. Now we're talking about a linear graph, a line here, so we can use terms like slope and y-intercept For other functions, it may not make as much sense to talk about slope and y-intercept. But for this one, certainly that is accurate and works. So there you have it, a fairly simple and straightforward example. If you have a hard time with this, see your teacher for more help. This video is made for pre-calculus students. So if you have a hard time in pre-calculus, go back and ask for additional help on this type of example. As always, thank you for watching and have a